Hey, shalom, shalom, Mr. Brother Abba Yabba from the DC Church, coming at you, giving all praises, glory, and honor to Yahweh Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem, called Kadash, Yahweh being the Heavenly Father, Yahweh Shai being whom the world ignorantly calls Jesus Christ, Ba'ashem meaning in the name, recall many spirit, Kadash meaning holy. These are the names and the powers that I come to you in order to confess the 100% truth, and Lord's will seal the elect's faith. I Shanya Kabak, Abba Rikazu, Kareem Naba'ai, meaning double honors to the elders and apostles of GMS in these times, whom the Heavenly Father had enlisted the 100% truth to, and Shalom wa Barakum wa Bakarim Shayasha Allah, peace and blessings be upon the elect of the nation of Israel. To the men out there that's pushing His word in sincerity and truth, to you I say Shalom wa Barakum al Aitham. Alright, peace and blessings be upon you. Now without further ado, this video is just going to be called Defiled Bread, and I just, quick disclaimer, this is all fair use, all for educational purposes, you know, in no way, shape, or form am I don't want this to be copywritten, you know, but this is just fair use, and I got two videos while I was on Instagram, might as well use it to edify, right? But I found two videos, or two reels, that were educational, essentially, toward just looking at the things in which Esau is doing. And it's getting worse, man. It's getting worse. As time proceeds, Esau is getting more cunning when it pertains to defiling the bread, you know. But the name of this video is going to be called Defiled Bread. And let me see something real quick. Second. Yeah, it's called Tawab. There's Revelation chapter 12 verse 12. It says, therefore ye heavens, and ye that dwell in them, woe to the inhabitants of the earth and of the sea, for the devil is come down unto you having great wrath, because he knoweth he had a short time. And you see in more of these videos of individuals coming out saying that, you know, the produce is made out of silicon and it's rubbery. I seen a person pull a banana in half, and it was all rubbery. And then some other person squeezed the avocado and it didn't even smush, you know, which is insane. Because Esau, he's really trying his hardest to deteriorate the body at a all-time high, putting dyes, parasites, and all types of chemicals within our foods in order to deteriorate our body. And then the thing is, the lifestyle that we live too is we're always on technology. So us being on technology causes us to kind of sit and not be active. So along with all these chemicals being thrown into your body, Esau's also cultivating a lifestyle that involves less movement. Okay, because still water is dirty water, and we're 80% of water, if not more. You know, so if we're not moving our bodies, we're essentially not taking advantage of how working out actually benefits the body, because you need to heat off some of that, you know, that filth, essentially. And that's why going to the sauna, you know, it's really a necessity. At least if you do have a gym membership, you want to go at least 3 times a week for 10 minutes if you can. You know, you want to spend 30 minutes, and then I'm saying that to myself too. But you know, you just want to keep your body active as much as possible, and that's Esau's goal. He's trying to keep us as inactive as possible, which would then make us more sick, which makes it harder for us to fight back against him. You know, America is the weakest nation in the world as far as physical strength goes in its people. All right, so we're gonna go back to this. So I'm gonna play this first one.
Chemically injected watermelons in our marketplace, here's how you identify them. I'm cutting open this watermelon here, and as you can see, when I pat the flesh, it looks pretty red. Now here's an entirely different watermelon, and look what happens when I pat the flesh. Look at the difference between these two. The one with the dark red has definitely been treated with or injected, even worse, injected with a chemical called erythrocine. Erythrocine makes watermelons look redder, but here's the big issue. Erythrocine is a...
Now, if I'm not mistaken, this may be erythrocine. I'm sure it's along the lines of Red 42, and that's probably the smarter way of saying, or like the more appropriate term to use, opposed to saying Red 40, because you know they have terms. They have layman's terms, and then they also have the medical terms, and that may or may not be the medical term for it. Nonetheless, I'm gonna let this finish playing. I'm actually looked that up real quick.
Gut toxin that is made from petroleum that could damage your microbiome, and it's a bioaccumulator, meaning it can be stored in the fatty tissues of the body. It can affect a person's brain and possibly even their hormones and make them sick over time. And the worst part is you and your family have probably been eating erythrocine for years because it's found in just about everything. Like breakfast cereals, watch out kids, dairy products, frozen foods, juice drinks, again, we have to watch out for our kids, and so much more. Okay, so what do we do to remove these toxins? Well, I put together a free webinar called Heal Your Liver to Heal Your...
Which, you know, and I was right. Erythrocine is another way of saying the term. I'm actually read this. Red No 3 or red number 3, erythrocine, a cherry red coloring commonly used in candy, popsicles, and cake decorating gels. Red number 40, Allura Red, a dark red dye that is used in sports drinks, candies, condiments, and cereals. And it's so fucking bad. Esau is making everything, he's genetically modifying everything, that he's having to put dye inside of the watermelons now, man. And opposed to you having a nice potent red watermelon, Esau's over here. It's wicked, bro. It's really fucking wicked. It's wicked what Esau's doing, bro. Like this is normal. Nobody's causing an uproar behind this shit. And our food is the most vital aspect of our life. What you put in your body determines the mindset that you'll have, you know, and everything collectively. Food is spiritual. And it's insane, bro. Esau is going to all-time lows.
Life, where I teach you.
So that's the first one. Second one is this.
One of the primary fish that people like to eat is salmon. They make a genetically modified version of it. Did you know that? They take this genetically modified version and somehow incidentally combine it in the same waters with the natural salmon. You know what the genetically modified version starts?
Incidentally. Esau knows what the hell he's doing. He'll genetically modify and make all of these animals and these plants, and he'll plant it back in the natural environment. And then you have disruption within the food chain, because these animals are going to come and eat that, and they're going to fucking die. And now when they start dying off, the prey on that, or their prey is going to start to die off too, because now they're getting the chemicals that they ate from this plant, and so on and so. He's just destroying the earth collectively, man. All right. And I'm thinking of Isaiah, I think it's Isaiah 23.
You can look this up. It started eating the natural salmon.
Oh, it's a wrap.
You can look this up, like this. I'm not making this up. It's not a video. It's like it really happened. So like a lot of the fish you'll see today, you'll notice like when fishermen are catching fish now, they're going inside of their mouths, pulling things out. Those are parasites. They're pulling parasites out of the fish mouth. That, and then the third thing I'll tell you is that we're so misinformed here because they filter the information out. But if you do the specific research and say genetically modified salmon, you're gonna see the brand. You know, if you do the research and say mercury in fish, you're gonna see that mercury is very prominent in fish today. One of the primary.
Which, you know, the thing is, you have certain nutrients that are in fish and in protein naturally, but the thing is, Esau's injecting these chemicals into the fish prior to it coming on your plate. And you know, we start to have Frankenstein foods and what have you, and it's all because he understands that he's trying to get to the children of Israel. And to be honest with you, he is, because majority of the Americans are fat, majority of the Americans are obese, and I can see it, even the people around me. Okay, the individuals that I work with, I legitimately seen them get fluffy over the years, man. And one of my coworkers, you know, she used to be a very beautiful woman, you know, and I'm saying that from a humble position. You know, I have no sexual desires toward her in any way, shape, or form because she's married. But she used to be a beautiful woman, but she kept eating and eating and eating and just being careless of your diet, and she became fat, like the rest of the individuals that I work with, you know. And it's just crazy, because the thing is, if you eat anywhere else, you'll actually lose weight. But you eat over here in America because the produce is so fucking bad, excuse my vulgarity, because everything is so chemicalized, if that's even a word. It causes all these extra additives to be in your system, and it's harder for you to, you know, functionally do things because you got all these added chemicals in your food, man. And for me, you know, personally, I fast. It's to the point to where I can't go a week without fasting unless I'm gonna be overweight. You know, I can't afford to miss a week of fasting. And sometimes I got to do it twice, and I'm fine with that. But at the same time, it's like I'm doing this because it's of spiritual reasons, but I'm also doing it to physically take care of my body, because if I don't, man, my body will be compromised.
That people like to eat is salmon.
This is Mark chapter 16, verse 15 through 18, right? And he said unto me, Go ye into all the world, and preach the gospel to every creature. He that believeth and is baptized shall be saved, but he that believeth not shall be damned. And that's right. So, because, you know, me and Shamaria, we was just talking earlier, and we were talking about some of the chemicals, like organics. I don't know if bros use the chemical. I said the chemical. It is a chemical, though. I don't know if bros use the hair products or the shampoos or conditioners of organics, but you don't want to use that. All right, I personally used it, and it thinned out my hair, and it caused me to get alopecia. It legitimately says that it has formaldehyde in it, which is very detrimental. It's very chemically detrimental to your hair and to your scalp. You're not even supposed to be putting that on your skin. Esau's the devil, man. You know? Anyhow, but we're talking about, in the midst of us making that point, we're talking about how it's practically suicide for you to be out here and not be praying to the Heavenly Father. I don't know how these people are living. I legitimately don't. You know, it's literally the Lord's purpose for them to be alive, to literally just die. And they're going to die the worst death ever. Okay? But the fact of the matter is that, you know, it's legitimate suicide for you to not pray over your food, for you to not pray over these things, because he said what? But he that believeth on me, it says, he that believeth on me and is baptized shall be saved. Okay? But he that believeth not is condemned. Alright? And that means you're going to be left to all the things that could potentially happen by you not praying. So all that red 40, it's gonna go inside your system. You happen to try to eat healthy and what have you. You're going to eat all these things, and it's really going to be to your detriment and not to your benefit. We got to actually believe in a higher power, which the power is Yahweh Shema Shai, in order for him to come and help us, you know, because it's too far down the line. It's literally nothing we can do. Alright, and it says, and these signs shall follow them that believe in my name. Verse 17, it says, and shall they cast out devils. Right, because you got devils in the food. You got spirits attached to these foods. Alright, and you got to think about this spiritually. If you can see things on a spiritual level, every time you pray over your food, the demons that are attached to, or the spirits that are attached to, it could be demons that are attached to these foods that are genetically modified, will potentially leave and will leave off of the food, and the Heavenly Father will allow just the nutrition to go into your body and not the rest of it. And I'm not saying that if you go out here, you pray over a cookie and you eat a cookie, the Lord's gonna just allow that to be nutritious to you. No, I'm saying if you do good, the Heavenly Father's gonna allow these things to happen. If you eat good, you gotta essentially just take the initiative to do good, so that the Lord can aid you on the way of your endeavors. All right. Nonetheless, it goes to say, it says, they shall speak with new tongue. Verse 18, they shall take up serpents, and if they drink any deadly thing, it shall not hurt them. All right. So if we drink any deadly thing, and I think it's gonna say it too. It says, they shall lay hands on the sick and shall recover. Give me 1 second. Second. It's called to up. Anyhow, verse 18, it says, they shall take up the serpent, and if they drink any deadly thing, it shall not hurt them. They shall lay hands on the sick, and they shall recover. All right. Now we're the sick, man. But the Heavenly Father's he's our succor, all right, and he's gonna also not allow these things to fully pull us into a detrimental body state. And the thing is, you also got to consider this too. It's nothing for the Lord to snap His finger and repair your body, all right. So right now, our bodies have parasites and all this other bad shit inside of it. And even when we do try to combat it, and we do happen to kill the parasites, I've seen a video that when you kill a parasite inside your body, all it does is it dies and it disperses all that filth that was in it into your body, man. It explodes in you, essentially. So anyway, it's like, if you're looking at this, you're going to be like, damn, all hope is lost. But nah, it's not really, because the thing is, the Lord cares for us and the Lord loves us. So despite all these things being set to destroy us, the Heavenly Father still has mercy on us and allows us to survive based off of our faith in Him. All right. There's Ezekiel chapter 4 verse 13, and the Lord said, even thus shall the children of Israel eat their defiled bread among the Gentiles, whither I will drive them. And that's what we're doing now. We're drinking poison and eating defiled bread, essentially. But the fact of the matter is that the Heavenly Father is going to take care of us. He's going to look after us. Excuse me. And as long as you do your best as to trying to take care of your body, the Heavenly Father is going to aid you along the way. All right? So just be mindful of your ingestion of meat. You want to eat meat as less as possible. Personally, me, what I eat on a daily basis is eggs, avocados, and some sort of carb. Typically, like, eggs really substitute that meat taste that I want to have all the time. And I know eggs really aren't the best alternative because those are genetically modified too, and it's kind of expensive. But a good egg over toast or a wrap, it's good, especially avocado. That fills you up too. I throw a little bit of chives and some green onions on the top of my eggs, or on the top of my avocados, and I try to eat that as much as possible and keep a lot of the meat out of my diet, because chicken is tainted. Well, everything is tainted, to be honest with you, but some things more than the other. And the less meat you ingest, the less your body has to fight off digesting that. And it all depends on where you are. I personally believe that in Virginia and in DC, we have the worst produce. We have some of the worst produce and some of the worst food, because I can physically see how when I eat, it's not nourishing my body at all. And I'm having to work 20 times harder to, gain the muscle and everything that I personally desire as far as bodily function, because it's so bad, and also your water intake, drink as much water as you possibly can, but try to drink the right water if you possibly can. All these things take faith. So that was one more precept I had too. 1 second. This is Isaiah chapter 24 verse 4. The earth mourneth and fadeth away, and the world, it says, the world languisheth and fadeth away. The haughty people of the earth do languish. Right? So everybody's in shambles right now, and it's because of the rulership. It's because of how Esau is conducting things. It says mourneth, all right, and languish. Amal. Shit. It's a lot. One second. It says to be weak, to droop, to languish, to be exhausted. We are all exhausted. And the thing about it too is, even though you eat healthy, you try to eat healthy, it's not boosting the energy that you actually need. You're gonna have to ingest 10 times more of what you personally need in order for you to feel in the slightest bit decent. Okay? And it goes to say, it says the earth also is defiled under the inhabitants thereof, because they have transgressed the laws, changed the ordinances, and broken the everlasting covenant. And I'm not going to go further than that. You can pick up the context from that. Esau has changed the ordinances. Esau has also changed the laws. Yeah, he tried to defy the laws of physics, and he's broken the everlasting covenant, which the heavenly, and that's how Esau is not supposed to rule over this earth. All right? Because the Lord is going to set someone, being us, up that's more profitable, and Esau is going to be taken out of place because he doesn't know how to fucking properly orchestrate things, man. So that's Defiled Breads. I pray that you are edified through this epistle. I give all praise, glory, and honor to Yahweh Shema Shai, Bashim Kokadash, and Yakabaga Lord Kabs, Queen Abba Aith, Shalom, Barakum, Abakam, Shea Sha'al. Until next time, I can say Shalom.